What's up, guys? Welcome to another trade recap video. Um, Basically, what we're going to be going over here is what I saw in tech to go along MNQ Futures, QQQ calls, and Microsoft. And so, um, what we're looking at here is if you look at the daily time frame, you can see here we're clearly creating an uptrend of and producing higher highs and higher lows. And on top of that, we continue to over and over bounce off that 21 and 21 EMA and then continue the trend um, as we go. And so when you look at the daily time frame, so there's a couple different trades I took based off on this setup, right? So first entry was here. On this day's close, when we got a little bit of pullback the next day, took an entry and we ended up uh, chopping around for a while, right? So I took an initial entry. I was sized for zero on this trade because I knew I might have to sit through some chop, and that's exactly what happened. And then from there, um, we go to the 4 hour time frame. Now we had PCE come out, but prior to that, we had this bull flag forming all week, and it seemed pretty obvious to me. And once we had PCE come out, one of the things I also noticed was on ES, you can see here, we had a bull flag forming right above and retesting that previous high. So if we go back to NQ, why did I decide to take NQ? Well, it had relative strength. And then we had PCE that came out. And on this candle here, I added more to my position. So we had this big up candle. And then once we pulled back on this candle here, I took an entry on this to retest this kind of area that was resistance now turning to support. And so I took a entry on the retest there. And then from there, um, I had a debit spread and took MNQ for a swing. And so we entered right at about 18,000. And then from there, we were able to catch a really nice move. It was about 300 points or so on the move. And then we continued to hold our debit spread. And that we got lucky because we actually entered right at the highs. We exited right at the highs, which obviously I didn't know that was going to happen, but we exited right on this candle. I think it was either this candle or this candle here, and we entered or exited there for 55% on the size for zeros, and then it was about 130% on the new position that I had added here. So that might be a little confusing, but basically this position here where I entered this day and sat through some chop that was size for zero, we ended up cashing out for 55%. And then when I added to my position in MNQ, we caught 300 points with futures. And then from there, when I added my debit spread to my position here, we swung it overnight, got the big push up, and cashed out at, I think it was about 130%. And we just luckily got out near the highs. That's just how it ended up happening. And so that's kind of the trade recap. A couple other things that I did notice was XLK. And this is a big reason why I picked the NASDAQ versus ES to go long, was because XLK was setting up in a squeeze. Momentum was shifting. I had a few inside day candles in a row, and it looked great for a push upside into new highs and up into that 210 level. And so we had that push as well. So that's the trade recap. And I hope this helps you guys with sector analysis and also looking at other sectors, because it's very crucial to understand what the indexes are made up of and why QQQ or NQ or SPY may move better one day than the other. It's typically because of what the sectors within it are made up of and how they are moving. But hope this helps. Thank you guys for watching. If you're interested in getting our signals, you can check those out. The link will be down in the description. And then also, we've got our free Discord where it's completely free to be in it. All right. Thank you guys.